Hello, everyone. It's going to take a minute for some people to get in here. So, we were out yesterday doing some clearing on the land, pulling the fence line, and we knocked a tooth loose. Uh-oh. Also doesn't help. This guy, pretty loose, little wobbly. This one's been welded on. I think that's what we're going to do to fix this problem. We lost this tooth, I don't know, a couple weeks ago when we were out running. I had to go get a metal detector out and see about finding it. So that was fun. Put some quick welds on there. That's all we're going to do is just not much welding, but just enough to see they've really got that stepped up. But yeah, all right. So we're going to pound that in. We've got this old utility 230 Union Carbide welder we're going to be running. I did a video on this a long time ago, a few years back, where we were going to test and see if it would work. And all I had to do was plug it in, and she fires up, comes to life. I've got it set. We're on the high duty cycle, and then you got to crank at the top there to move your amperage settings. We're about 150-ish on our setting. So we're going to go ahead and get ready here. Get you guys in the stand. We got to get this thing all pushed in place. And I think I needed a magnet to hold the last one on. I do have a little magnet around the corner, but let's see, where'd I put my hammer? Off to a great start. I lost my hammer. Where did I put that thing at? We're going to pound around on it. Gotta love it. Where did I put that? Throw it in the bucket? No. Throw it on the ground? No. 1 minute. I'm gotta go find me a different hammer, I guess. Well, dang it. What did I do with it? Not sure where I put it, dang it. Oh yeah, that's a hammer. No. Where's my big one? I'll just drop everything. Ow, that hurt. Dang it. Never fails. Go to make a video. Everything falls apart. Man, what did I do with it? All right, fine. Well, it's not what I wanted, but it's going to have to do. Need something big to pound this on. I don't know what I did with my hammer. It's actually supposed to be a pin, this one. I might be able to throw a pin through. Maybe. It's probably all gummed up with dirt. I might have to take it off there. That's why I did with the last one. Well. Yeah. it was never going to get all the way in there. It's all gummed up with dirt. Let's see if we can get that hole cleaned out too, I guess. I still say I'm going to run a bead of weld on it. What do I have to clean that out with? Big pick. That'll work it. All that dirt's holding us up. I'm getting it pushed in there the rest of the way. It's really compacted in there. Oh, that's not going to happen. I think that's a sheared off pin, maybe. All right, yeah, we're just going to weld it. Yeah, we'll just slam it in there and send it. Hopefully it was a little bit better. Last one kind of fought me. Darn it. I wish I didn't. I knew where my hammer went. Could be bent too. I mean, this guy's pretty far off there too. Could be these are the wrong teeth. I don't quite remember how far off this one was. No. All right. We'll just get it close and weld it. We're not doing precision work here. Nah, it ain't going any further. I guess it's not far off of the other ones. That guy's just short. Okay. We'll fire up the welder. I see we got some people in here. Hello, Don Vito. Show you the welder we're using. This is a, I don't know, 1960s maybe? Union Carbide utility welder. I'm going to run her, I don't know, I did the last one around 150 amps in the high range, so kick her on. Fan's a little noisy, but she works. So watch your eyes. We're going to, what do I have? 6011, that's what I used on this. I'm just going to go in there and run a couple beads. It doesn't have to be super. Also, I'm no welder. This is a farmer level weld, not a professional. This is a will it hold kind of weld. And my hat is where? Boy, I'm just losing everything today. Where did my welding helmet go? There it is. Okay. Well, or do you want to be on that side? You might see some more action because I'll just be in the way here. I doubt you'll see much of anything. It's probably just going to kill the camera. You know. We're working on that middle one. Don't expect pretty welds. I'm sorry, don't expect any welds. Oh yeah, real bad. Woo! Boy, something came back and got me in the back of the head. Woo! That was a big splatter. Got me right in the back of the head. Whew. She'll hold. Maybe she'll hold. It's on there. A welder, I am not. Go get in there, stick. Oh, I was wondering what happened there. Is it pretty? No. Will it hold? I think so. It's better than what it was. We're going to just put a tack on these. Maybe. Maybe. I can get those to start. Well, it took the looseness out of it. This guy, we got a little looseness in it. I mean, I welded it, held it, right? A welder I am not. Some crooked teeth. Your second cousin of buckets right there. Yeah, they're well, if you look at the where that one's coming out at and is mounted onto, this is actually bent out. This guy's okay. That one's not too bad. This one's bent out. This one's just a short. I don't know if they broke something or they got the wrong size tooth or they got that wedged up there further. But yeah, they're pretty crooked. But I don't think they're going to come off there real easy now. And they're not welded good enough to where you couldn't zip them off if you needed to replace them. So, the perfect mix. Better than I could do. Man, I haven't run a welder very much here lately. I was never that great to start with. But I need to get back into it. I'm wanting to get a good wire welder. I need to get good at it because I want to weld a roof in that Model A. So I want to get a good wire welder, learn how to use it, and I want that to look pretty clean. Because I want to put a steel roof in it instead of a, they normally have a wood with like vinyl top over it. I'm a goldsmith. We can't weld full-size things. Well, thank you. It's my grandpa was he actually did this for a living. He welded for a living, and he made pretty good money doing custom jobs for people. But I know there's good money in it, but I do not have the total skill to master it. All right, well, we've got that done. I don't know if my dad showed up yet or not. Hey, he's here. All right, I'm going to have him give me a hand. We're going to get this pin back in here. We can't weld this. That's the second time I've had this pin come out. I think we're going to try and find a bolt just to stick through there. Because it's popped this clip off once, and then I put a pin in there the second time, and still didn't work. But I can't physically get this up high enough to get that pin through. So give me a couple minutes here and let him know what's going on. Shut the welder off. We'll see about getting that done up, so maybe we can get out there and get working again. Because we're going to do more. brought my chain back. I don't know, we were hauling something. Ended up with him somehow. Laser welder with a foot pedal. That's, yeah, laser welder would be nice. Those are expensive. Looked them up the other day because we're, like I say, we're looking at getting a wire welder, and it's like 20,000 for one. It's like, whoo. So I think what we're going to do, I've got this. Go get yourself a good pry bar. If you're working on anything, go get a big pry bar. They do so much for you. I found this one at a yard sale for like $5. But they are so useful. So we're gonna, one of us is gonna pick up on this, and the other one's gonna drive the pin in. In reality, you should be able to hook this up by, you know, with just the boom. But I tried, messed around with it the other day and couldn't get it. The last time, or well, the last time it popped out of there. But all right. You want to hold up on it, or you want to pound on it?
I don't know. I'll see if I'm strong enough to lift it.
Well, shouldn't take too much.
That's wait a minute. That's probably, it's got a shoulder on that probably.
Oh yeah, it does.
Let you
Yeah.
knock it down just a little bit before it touches.
The boom or the bucket?
The whole works. The whole works. Just real easy, easy, easy. Right there, stop. Go ahead and tap it a little bit. Wait a minute. We get a little bit different here. Forward a little bit. Fire that bucket up.
I get the back.
Make sure it's out of gear.
Yeah, you got this one. It has to be out of gear for it to start. It's got to.
Man, make sure both's out of gear.
All right, cool beans.
This is 3/8 bolt.
3/8 bolt. All right. Well, I'll go find a bolt to put in that hole there, and that should have us. All right. Saw's there, or you're wanting to?
I can go saw a little bit and then we
Okay. All right. Okay.
get the battery back in.
All right. Unless you want the steel, whichever one you want. I sharpen and get. They're both sharpened, gas, and oiled.
I'll use this one if I have problems, I'll come get that one.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I gotta go find a bolt. We might actually, well, I don't know. Trying to find a bolt that's about that size that I can double nut. That's going to be our next big thing. If nothing else, I've got a pin somewhere. I could go steal one off and attach, and we could just throw a pin in it. Oh boy, you guys get to see the mess of a shop. I've got to clean this. It's not been high on my priority list at all this year. I bought that property next door, and it's been it's kind of been taking priority. Might be, try that, but that might be a bit small. That's too long. No, that might be too, I don't know. That might be our winner, if I can find another nut for it. All it's got to do is keep that pin from coming back in and not fall off. This is some of Grandpa's stuff. He just had bolts everywhere. Every time he was doing a project, he'd go buy another bolt. You know, he'd go get some more. And it's a good way to do it. It's too long and bent. You know what? I think that first one we grabbed is going to be our winner. We'll go try it. It might be too much. Or, I don't know, I feel like it's going to be a little small. Ooh. It's darn close. Hold on. Can I break it loose with my hands? No, she's pretty locked in there. Dang it. That's going to be too floppy. I need to go. Size or two bigger. Darn it, that'd been nice, but how are we on length? Length is way too long. That'd be almost sticking out. Yeah, that'd be hooking on that every time you go to articulate the bucket. So we know what we need. We need about a size bigger and about there, roughly lengthwise. So we got an idea what we're looking for. Because I was thinking it'd be about that long, but apparently not. Nope. And you guys, maybe? Grease all over your finger, then you get an itch on your back. That's great. It's about a size bigger, isn't it? It's bigger. It's shorter. It might be too short. I don't know what the shear strength is on that, you know, if it's pushing outward, but it's an option. That's a bunch of little stuff. I mean, it's nice having all this stuff. Worst case scenario, I think I've got a pin in here. Well, or what? Maybe I don't know. See, I got one of these pins. That's why I used the last time. Pin like that. We might just end up throwing that in. If this don't work, we'll throw the pin in and we'll call it good. I still think that might be too small. Let's see here. How much slop does that give us? A little bit, but it's not super bad. That might, no, that's not bad at all. Okay. Tap it in there. Never did find the hammer I was going to use earlier. Where did I put it? Oh well. I just need to tap it a little bit. Where's that axe at? Yeah. I have doubts that's going to fall out. I've been wrong before though. Hopefully this nut will screw in. There's enough space for it. I don't think they were planning on a, oh no, they weren't planning on a nut to be on the other side of it. There's not enough space. I don't think that pin will come over any further. I think she's maxed out on that side. She's maxed out. However, it does, yeah, but the first time you go and move it, it's probably gonna, all right, we'll throw the pin in there. I think we'll just end up throwing the pin in there. Hopefully I can get that out of there now. Might have to get the pry bar on it. Whoop, whoop. Not what we wanted. All right, well, kind of what we wanted, just not exactly how we wanted. I don't know if you see what I'm saying, but I can't physically get the nut on the back side, and it doesn't look like there's any position where I could. Come on, go up. There we go. I couldn't get a grip on it. Well, if we had that turned that way, could I get it started? No. Can't get it to turn. Will this pin actually fit in here? It will. We'll just go with the pin, even though that's what we lost the last time, but go down. I think that's clicked on better than the last one was. That other one, the spring could have been weak on it too. You know what? We're ready to go. Good enough. I almost need to find a rag and wipe my grease off my hands. So I'm not goobering up everything we do today. Sorry for all the dead air space. It's just kind of downside of doing this live. All right. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to go grab my camera out of the house real quick. Dad's over there cleaning up, running the saw. Maybe I'll put you over there while I get everything ready. We're going to have to get the excavator out of here today too. I'll throw you over here. And I gotta go grab a couple things, get ready. How's the cleanup going? Need the truck? Alright. Alright, I'm gonna leave them over here with the... Yeah, we could do that.
Let's grab the battery.
All right. Yeah, I can.
You got to drive your car away around? How you gonna do it? Just leave it there?
Yeah, I might be. Yeah. Well, I guess we could do that instead. Yeah. Okay. We're grabbing the Falcon. We're changing plans again. Never know what we're doing. So I've got the battery out of that truck in my Falcon. So, because I'm cheap and I don't want to buy a second battery. So I guess we're going to run this around the street. Go get a park it under the carport. And yeah. Throw you guys in the back seat, I guess. I can get the tripod to scrunch down that far. I should have brought the little one with me. I didn't know we'd be doing this. It's a 65 Ford Falcon. Start it up real quick. Well, like, right, she's a runner. This will try and scrunch you guys in the back seat here. I don't know how well this is gonna work because this tripod's way too big for this. I mean, a little tension on there, tighten it down maybe. You're gonna fall over. I almost, whoops. Whoa, no, what? No. Oh, there we go. Okay, all right. You're probably gonna fall over as soon as we take off, but you might get a bit of enjoyment out of it. Maybe. Nope. You are gonna fall over. Let me throw my coat around here. I should just go get the other tripod that's a little better at this. Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna. First turn we make, you're a goner. Throw my sunglasses on. It's a little sunny out here. Correctly, I should be able to drive up the back side of that. Oh, they have all the sticks in the yard. I moved those mowers over when I put that tractor in. Dang it, didn't think about that. Have to get out and move them. Always something, isn't it? Perfect. Alrighty. Oh, shoot. I can't get you guys out. Okay. You're trapped. Okay. Now you're out. Let's see here. Dad's wanting the trailer brought over. We're using my truck because it's, well, it's got a long bed so we can fill it up with a little more than his, but also it's a little rougher. No point scratching up a good truck if you got a beater to use. Let's see here. Good. Grab the battery out. Bungee cord holding the battery in for a quick change. Got the grab and go handle. Alright, we got the battery in hand. Take her on over. The 96 Ram, she's getting a little bit of rust on her. Let's see here. Yeah. It's the way we want it. Just a bungee cord. The plastic. Blowing in the wind. She should fire up.
Because I'll just go out and start unloading this myself when I do it. You have some straps in here yet, right?
Okay, yeah.
There used to be a front floorboard.
Alright, okay. Cool, sounds good. Alright. Dad's gonna take off with this and he's gonna get rid of some stuff. And I saw almost nothing. All right.
That's clean enough to run through there, right?
It's a yeah. You can run through there. Yeah,
Okay, so I guess.
Yeah. Should be able to. Clip of that starting. I got a Flowmaster on there. No, it's not Flowmaster anymore. It's something else AutoZone had. I do. Ooh, it's been sitting for a couple weeks. I do like that truck. It has been a good truck. Okay, so back to what we were going to work on. We were going to get this guy fired up and over there where we can start digging. I guess we could go this way across, huh? And just zip around. So we're going to start over there and I guess just pull the rest of that fence line out while we're going at it. But Dad's going to back that trailer in, so what's the best way to go about this? Well, well, I gotta go grab the other camera too. I had it on the charger. I'll be back. Give me a minute. Okay, Sorry about that. Rambler? No, it's not a Rambler. It's a 65 Ford Falcon, and no, I don't want to sell it. I saved this from a junkyard. They were going to scrap it, and it needed floor pans. It needed a bit of work. The motor was pretty well shot. It needed rebuilt. It's got a 176 cylinder in it. So I did a few little upgrades to it, put an HEI distributor, total rebuild, had the crankshaft turned down 10 thousandths, hardened valve guides, or seats, and had all that done up. I had a machine shop do some of the work, and then I put it back together, kind of deal. But she's been running great. But no, I don't want to sell it. I do enjoy that car. Oh shoot, you know what? I forgot to grab the dang key for the excavator. Hold on. We're not back yet. Sorry, everyone. Should we check how much gas is in the mini excavator, or should we just take off? That's the $1 million question. This thing hasn't burned any oil since I got it, which has surprised me. This little Chinese Rado engine, that's not going to come out easy, is it? There we go. Well, it looks okay. I think we got some run time on that. All right. Well, if I run you over, I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. We'll start it up, back it out, and I wish this thing would go wider angle. Okay. Bob is strange. It's just randomly over there. I don't know why. we're gonna go for a little ride. It's gonna be bouncy. This thing is a bouncy machine. Basically what we're going to do, we're going to clean all this brush up a bit. It does a good job at that. Kind of got it now. Whoa, I'm going to pick up and throw. What? Yeah, well, I need to move that stuff out of the way, really, so I can get. Just what I'm doing, I'm coming in at an angle here so I can push these things down sideways. So I'm not, they're not dropping straight on me. So I really need to clean this up. But I'll come over here with that and pick it up. Changing plans. Always changing plans. Trying to straighten you up a little bit. All right. Well, that worked out pretty well, huh? Excavator does a good job. Well, Dad decided he wants to come back here and clean all this up, so I guess we're going to come back here and clean this mess up. I think it's more than he thinks it is. Something with he hit part of that fence with the chain out the wall. Alright, we got some stumps and some chain link fence to get out of there. But, yeah, well, excavator's doing a good job. That $80 chainsaw has been ripping it up. I think Dad hit a part of the chain link fence earlier. It really dulled that blade quick. I just sharpened it this morning. Oh well. For 80 bucks, it's kind of hard. It runs good. So we're gonna go get the backhoe, and we're just gonna take the rest of this guy out. That'll be for another day. But shoot, that fence, all of this fence looked about like that all the way around the perimeter. Whole way around. So I'll leave the tripod here. I gotta go get the tractor, get the other tripod. Oh boy. Maybe I'll leave you with Dad while I grab the other tripod. He's just cutting off all the excess so we can get it down to the burn pile. City's got a burn area.
ramp it down, I'll get out of your way.
All right.
I might pull up back there.
Well,
Okay. We're back.
yep. Back one's ready.
The front one's ready.
Alright, that's not going anywhere.
Oh. See what else I want to do.
Yeah. Yep. Going across the middle or no?
Yes. Front fenders.
All right. All right.
Ross Lane, Lindblad both retiring this year.
They're retired. Wow.
We'll take a Ross and Lynn's,
I never
come
figured.
over and pull on this one a little bit for me.
I never figured they'd
Come
retire.
over and pull on this one.
Oh.
Pull on the strap and I'll tighten it.
Oh.
Ross is 88 years old.
I know.
Lynn's,
I just didn't take
pull
him.
this. Pull.
I just didn't take him for retiring. Wrong.
Lynn's retiring. So Ross pretty well, yeah, just as good retired too. Lynn's, 70.
5, 6.
76. He's 76 after he was. Now it's 60. long as they get past that tree and back up, I think I'll be okay. Yeah.
Oh, the sun really ruined this, didn't it? He's gonna go out that entrance. All right, I guess we'll take off and we'll go get the backhoe real quick. Almost need to plug you guys in. We'll go grab the, here goes a load. All right, we'll go get the backhoe, finally. No, we got all that cleaned up though. That mini excavator makes quick work. Still got, man, this property was just a disaster when I got it. Anyway, I'll pluck all that out next. Might have to stop here soon and go charge you up. We're at 30%. Been streaming for almost 2 hours. Not a bad amount of work done in 2 hours. Oh, I'm sure someone's looking at the title like, what broken tooth? What loose tooth? We just got done welding up that guy. It was about to fall off, so I added a quick bead on these other ones just to hold them in place. A little crooked, but hey, at least they shouldn't fall off. We already lost this one once. That's not happening again. All right, it's a 4400 Ford with a 3-cylinder gas motor. She's about 50 horsepower. Go ahead and fire her up. Right, we are back in action. How you like my water bottle holder? Pull that truck forward. We should be able to make this turn, I hope. Not take my truck out. Just so the balance is better. Got to bring in a bunch of dirt and build this up. There used to be a house here. That's the foundation. There's actually a basement right here at one point. The porch used to go all the way out to there where that big lump is. So, basement is here. I imagine the entrance to the basement is probably on the outside. Then there was a little shed here, and there was another house right in here. Cistern back there under that cover. dig. Okay, that's set up. We'll put you on the other side so we're not fighting that sun. Boy, that's going to be our biggest issue is, man, always in the wrong spot. That actually might be a pretty good view. Because once I start, I'm probably going to keep on moving down. Make sure to leave a like, hit subscribe. pretty good. Get down to our last. I figure this will take us to about here with the reach, and then we'll have one more move. We should have this done. We're doing on battery. 19%. You guys might not make it all the way to the end. here's our last section. I don't think I'll have to move to get the rest of that out of there. I might have to. All right. And that's done. There's quite a bit in there, huh? I kind of messed up. I had a gate. Well, that's the longer section of fence. That it might actually be enough to go across, but kind of overlapped in the middle. I kind of want to leave that over the driveway. So I got to try and save that out of here. But yeah, cool. All that grown up stuff is gone. And we still got to get across the front and, you know, a bunch of cleanup in here. But that is a big, big difference. How are we doing on battery? I think we're about dead on this. 9%. Yeah, I think we're going to call this a stream. Leave a like, hit subscribe for more. Someone said hello. That's I have no idea how to say your name, and I'm not sure what you said. But thanks for the thanks for the comment. I will see you all in the next one. I don't know when we'll be streaming again. Well, the next thing we do is probably going to be after we get this all cleared out. I'm going to bring that Massey Ferguson over here and level all this out with the box blade. That's probably what the next stream is going to be doing. And that could be later today. That could be tomorrow. It could be sometime, who knows when. So I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, everyone.